What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today I am going to review Power Season 5. Oh my god, bro. Okay. This show keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier. This show and this universe has the potential to be like my second favorite TV universe of all time, right? Yellowstone is number one. You guys all know that. This could be number two. Uh, and like, this season is crazy, man. Right? So, the season starts with Ghost, Tommy, and Kanan kind of forming an alliance to kill Dre, and uh, then you also have Kanan turning Tariq, and Tariq is still a little a-hole, right? In this season, right? He's turning like into a young Kanan or a young Ghost, right? Um, so you have Tasha like saying, why the f are you working with Kanan, right? Why the fuck are you working with Kanan? He turned our son into a monster, basically, right? Um, and Ghost's like, Kanan's the one who saved Tariq from Ray Ray, or uh, who saved Tariq from Jukebox, and then the whole like season is Tommy, Angela. Angela's gone full corrupt now. We will talk about the ending of this season in a minute, right? Angela's gone full corrupt. She's helping Tasha, Ghost, Tommy, Lakeisha, like basically everybody that's on Team Ghost, right? Even if they don't want to be, right? She's helping all of them like stay out of jail because like this whole season, like half of this season is about like Tasha and Ghost like dealing with their grief because you know how like you know what happened last season if you watched the season 4 review. If you didn't, Raina died last season. Season 4, Raina died. So like all of the St. Patrick family, so Ghost, Tariq, and Tasha are all grieving in their own way. And like Tasha's really mad at Ghost because Ghost is trying to get into like it seems to me like he's trying to get into politics. I don't know that for sure, but like you gotta keep in mind like Tasha, like now she has no love for Ghost because well, uh, Ghost Ghost did her dirty too many times, right? But now she's stuck in with him because if she turns on him, then her two remaining kids won't have a parent because they'll both go to prison, right? Um, but there's no love there. Like she hates Ghost, and Ghost still thinks he can plan and do stuff. And this deals with Ghost. They say he's drinking again, right? If you guys don't know, one of the future shows that isn't out yet that we are getting in the Power Universe is called Power Origins, that focuses on young Ghost and young Tommy. Again, usually I don't like prequels unless they're like really, really good, like 1923, or if James Gunn does a few prequels in the DCU, or things like that. These prequels, like I'm very interested to see, raising Kanan, and I'm very interested to see Power Origins because that tells the story of how Ghost and Tommy became Ghost and Tommy, right? But guys, this season is crazier. Multiple people die in this season, right? Like so, Ghost finds out that Tasha is sleeping with Terry Silver. Ghost isn't happy about that. Terry Silver runs away like a little bitch because James threatens him. Like he basically says, "You're gonna help me get out of jail, or I'll kill you," basically, right? Terry Silver runs away, and then the feds call him back in to help them catch Ghost, Angela, Tommy, and Tasha. But Terry still loves Tasha, right? And Terry loves Tasha so much that he's like, fine, I'll help you guys, but only if you say that Tasha is innocent in all this, right? Because Terry never liked James, and James knew that. Like, Proctor's James's like boy, basically, because he keeps Proctor's ex-wife out of the picture by giving her drugs, right? By giving Proctor drugs to give to her because Proctor's ex-wife is an addict and she doesn't want. Proctor doesn't want. Proctor doesn't want his ex-wife around his kid, right? So that's how like James has Proctor under his thumb, basically, right? But Proctor is also very loyal to James more than Tommy, but he's scared of Tommy too because Tommy's crazy. He'll just kill a dude, right? And then you also have Tony Teresi getting out of prison, but Tony Teresi got out of prison because he agreed to snitch on Tommy, right? Ghost finds this out from Angela and tells the Italian mob. Yes, the Italian mob get introduced because Teresi, Tommy's father, is a member of the Italian mob. Tells the leader of the Italian mob, Vincent, to basically tell Tommy to kill his own dad. And then he's like, why don't you do it? Because Tommy won't believe me, right? So Tommy doesn't know that Ghost gave the pictures to Vincent. So Vincent shows him the pictures, and he takes he takes his father to see his wife one last time, and then his Tommy picks him up from the hospice, because I don't know if I said this in the last video. Teresi's wife Connie is very, very sick. Like, she has cancer and she's on her deathbed, right? So like, she's very, 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 very sick, and that's the reason he agreed to snitch on his own kid, right? But it gets to a point where Teresi starts to really care for Tommy. So he's like, I won't snitch on you. I won't snitch on you. And then he's like, just know I'm really proud of you. So Tommy takes his father home and then shoots him in the head. And then he's like, I'm a monster, right? And he's like beating himself up about it. And then Cooper Saxe, one of the attorneys that I've talked about before, right, is like, you know who got your father killed, right? It was Ghost telling the Italians, or he gives them a recording, and Teresi was gonna snitch on Ghost, not on Tommy, and he's like, and then the season ends, and this looks like to be the arc of season 6, which is the final season of OG Power, right? It looks like Ghost and Tommy are gonna go to war, because at the end of the show, Tommy kills Angela, and Ghost sees Tommy in the stair banister, right? But yeah, that's very interesting. And then you also have Tariq and Tasha framing Kanan. So Kanan's dead because Kanan, you don't want to fuck with Kanan, bro. So Kanan and Tariq are driving, and Kanan gets pulled over by the police. Turns out that but Kanan's been working on Tariq, turning him into a little drug dealer, right? Again, Tariq's a little asshole in this season. Again, like he was in season 4. And then Tariq, Tariq and Kanan get pulled over, and remember like, "Are you okay, son? Are you getting held against your will?" Because Tasha called in a missing persons report, and they're like, he's like, "Yeah," and then he's like, "What, little homie?" Right? Homie's the word I'm gonna use, homie. Um, and then Kanan figures it out, and then he's like, he tells the cop once Tariq's in the cop car, he's like, uh, these these cuffs are a little loose. So Kanan goes out like, well, he doesn't go out without a fight because he like breaks out of the handcuffs, kills one of the cops with a knife, takes his gun, and then starts shooting and shooting and shooting. So there's a big gun battle between 4 cops and and Kanan, right? So Kanan wins the battle, but Kanan gets shot multiple times. So it turns out that Kanan, like, he starts to drive the car, but he can't really drive because he's Kanan's really effed up. Like like even though he killed all of his opponents, he's really messed up. So Kanan ends up dead, right? And Tariq's like, "I did what you would have done, Ghost." Oh yes, Tariq knows that his dad is Ghost now because Tasha told him the whole truth, and he's like, "No, that's something I would never do because you don't realize what you did," and he doesn't. You took away 4 innocent men from their families, dude, and that's what he did. Like that's what him and Tasha did, right? Cause and you're like, James is like, "Tasha, you knew that. You know how Kanan is. Tariq doesn't, right?" But he's like, "It's what you would have done, Dad," and he's like, "No, I wouldn't have." So, yeah. And then you have Mock and Sax and the new like head of criminal justice department, Tamika trying to find Angela, and in episode 9 trying to find that Angela is helping James, which in episode 9 they find that out, and then yeah, Angela gets killed at the very very end, but it also is revealed that Ghost killed Terry Silver, and like people suspect him of it, but they don't know about that yet. So yeah, this show is crazy, man. Right? Oh yes, and I may be doing once I finish Power Book, well, OG Power on the DC podcast that I just started with, like my DC Universe discussion series that I post every Sunday. Now, right? Like next Sunday, I'm gonna do one. Um, you may hear Omari. Well, you may hear Omari Hardwick's name in a fan casting that I have. I'm just giving you a warning for that, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's my review of Power Season 5. I would give this season a 9 out of 10. I can't wait to see where they go in the future of this show, because this Season 6 is my final season, and Season 6 has 15 episodes. And then there's still 3 other shows that I need to watch. But some are getting, like, I know Raising Kanan's getting a 5th and final season. I know Book for Force is getting a 3rd and final season. And I also know that 50 Cent and Courtney Kemp and the other producers on this show are going to keep doing Power shows as long as they can. So, yeah, we have a lot to cover in this universe still. So, I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.